I'm an accidental privacy professional in that I fell into it in the early stages of my career, and I have absolutely loved it since. It's hugely important today in the information age, and I think the reason I've stayed with it and continue to stay working in data protection is because it truly matters. And helping our clients build and sustain digital trust in their products, their services, their information security supply chain, that's what really matters to me.
Well, I've been involved in Internet of Things devices since 2010 and quickly realised that the impact on customer privacy from all the data we were collecting was potentially massive. Addressing this was key to building customer trust. In my role at BSI as Global Head of Digital Trust Assurance, helping our clients build digital trust with their customers, data protection and privacy are key. As the digitisation of our world accelerates and we move into the age of AI, the sheer volume of data throughout the ecosystem will make privacy very difficult to manage effectively while still meeting the needs of data-hungry AI platforms. This is further compounded by fragmented and differing policies across jurisdictions. AI is 100% dependent on the ready availability of data, huge amounts of it. Without effective data protection, AI simply won't work.
Data transfers, data localization, AI, and the proliferation of invasive surveillance-based technologies are big challenges at the moment. And keeping on top of developments in data protection can be difficult, especially for bleeding edge technology and regulatory evolutions and the complexities in assessing and mitigating the potential adverse effects on data subjects. The world today is a much smaller place than most had ever imagined, so it's critical. We all have a duty and an obligation to ensure the protection of fundamental human rights. And without international cooperation on the protection of privacy and data protection, then individual data subjects will suffer and international commerce will become much more difficult.
Well, pretty much every provider of a product or service works within an ecosystem which has international aspects where data is exchanged. So this means that international collaboration by all stakeholders is the only way to provide effective data protection at the scale needed to unlock the potential of this rapidly expanding digital ecosystem. Consider privacy at the start of the project or product development process. Privacy by design is orders of magnitude easier to implement than adding security controls once the product has actually been developed.
One priority measure that we suggest here at BSI is to educate the most senior management of the organisation on the positive sum outcomes of properly implemented privacy by design programs. If businesses, large and small, can shift their thinking from doing the bare minimum to doing the right thing, I think the whole idea of data protection and privacy can be unrecognisably improved.
As Head of Digital Trust for BSI Assurance, a priority action for me this year will be to embed that privacy by design message across our sector solutions. So, from healthcare to smart cities to manufacturing and supply chain, BSI will be championing the importance of data protection and privacy in building that digital trust and delivering on the promise of a smart future.
Well, here in BSI, we're privacy engineering advocates. And so one of my priority actions for the year ahead is to further strengthen our clients' approaches and shift privacy considerations left into the earliest stages of product and services ideation, business development, change management, because that means that risks can be identified earlier and privacy protecting outcomes can be maximized with data subject rights enhanced and protected from the very start. I'm really excited to be able to share my thoughts on the importance of trust as an enabler for business and how it's never been more true than now in the information age. Shifting gears and viewing privacy through a different lens as an enabler and as a competitive advantage can help organizations build trust, and this must be protected. After all, trust, it's built in drops and lost in buckets.
2 words here: participation and collaboration. This is a global issue that involves all stakeholders from across business and across industry. So get involved, share, collaborate, and be part of the solution.